Hey, it's Scott and Bart with the Scotch Test Dummies. Today we're going to be tasting Hedonism, a Cambus box Scotch whiskey.
Well, it's a blended grain.
A blended
Scotch
grain.
That's right.
And a drive-thru at Subway.
Shouldn't Jared be walking?
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think he should be driving through there. It doesn't help you lose weight. You got to walk.
Let's test it.
Test it. Yeah, so I've never used the drive-thru at Subway.
Me neither.
So you've never used it?
I didn't even realize they had them. Me and my two sons were out yesterday and had to eat, or didn't have to eat, but thought boys were hungry.
It's
All
good,
right.
good to feed the children.
McDonald's or Subway.
Better choice.
Let's go to Subway.
Sure.
So as we're pulling in, my oldest is like, they got a drive-thru.
Now, see, I wouldn't want to drive through at Subway because they have so many options.
I know.
It's kind
I'm
of
like, who would use it?
Yeah, I usually lock up in the walk-through.
Well,
the drive-through would be horrible. The walk-through, people would be like, "Come on, keep her moving." I'd just be frozen.
yeah.
I mean, I almost lock up on bread choice.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
There's
like,
a
"What
lot
bread
to
you
choose
want?" I'm like, "What do you got?" And then they're like, "Well, do you want the Parmesan
Yes.
on top of the cheese? Do you want the garlic?" And it's, do you want
White,
wheat? Do you want
French,
yeah. Then they got the
oregano,
Asiago cheese
Asiago
on
cheese,
top of it.
jalapeno cheese,
Right.
whatever.
And then it's
Bread.
like, do you want it toasted or baked
Yeah.
or regular?
No,
I'm like,
I don't do anything.
oh yeah, toasting, it's good.
Don't
Toast
need
it.
it.
What do you mean you don't?
But
They could just give you a slab of bread with a shank of beef too. I mean, but yeah, you don't need it. It's all about toasting it, baby, melting that cheese in it. You don't even get cheese, do you?
no,
No cheese for the health nut.
nope.
Of course, that's why I need to do yoga. So
I immediately pictured though trying to order into the drive-thru through the speaker box.
Yeah.
First of all, you can't get a cheeseburger from McDonald's ordered right in the drive-thru.
yeah, they're always
how
low
do you
quality.
How do you get a Subway when with all the choices in veggies? Most people don't. I don't even know what choices they
Right.
have. I get it all. I get all the veggies. Put them all on there.
Oh, you say, I need visual cues. I need to look
Yeah.
at it. I'll be like, what's
That's
that?
good.
And they're like, green pepper. And if I wasn't there, I wouldn't even know to
What's
put it on.
that?
Well, I mean, well,
Bell pepper. Oh, ooh, is that hot?
they don't even say bell, they say green.
Yeah.
We know what hot is, baby. You got any habanero? Call back.
But I imagine ordering through
Yeah.
communicating through the speaker box is hard enough.
Maybe they've got like a good visual display at the box.
Yeah, I'd like welcome to Subway. Can I take your order?
I'd like
How about a
Asiago cheese.
foot long ham and cheese on wheat? Foot long ham and cheese on wheat. What would you like on that?
I can at least understand you.
Put some lettuce on there, and I want onion. No pickles. Don't put any pickles on there, and spinach. You want lettuce? You want all the veggies with extra pickles and no spinach? No, no. Lettuce and spinach and no lettuce. No, I want lettuce.
But on this case, it must be their mic that's no good, not their speaker. Because you're hearing
Both.
garble, right? You're
It's
hearing
both.
garble. But yeah, so you're saying their speaker that you're talking into is just not getting the information. Or you've got a
It's
substandard.
both. It's the communication on the inside that they're getting, and it's what you're getting back through the speaker box.
Yeah, I do admit it's hard to hear.
And
Could be the operator.
no, I don't think so. Because it's anywhere, any drive-through you go through. Have you been through a good where you can understand the person on the other end?
Yes, it was like going to an IMAX drive-through, dude. Everything was high def.
Yeah.
It was like 3D. It was good. So
Now, how about another thing I thought about real quick is at work. Have you ever been at work and you're working, you're busy, you've got like 5 minutes for lunch, and you're like, guys, I'll just run to Subway. There's one right down the street. What do you guys want?
hold
And
on.
most people are like,
You only got 5 minutes, but you're getting
yeah,
other
it's
people
because it's
food.
quick. It's quick.
So
You
you're
gotta go.
feeding.
I'm just saying.
You're feeding.
It's not literal.
the office
It's
guys.
quick. Yeah.
Oh,
And most people are like, just get me a ham and cheese, whatever. I don't care. Just get it. I'll eat it. But you always got the one guy that's like, I want it half ham with provolone and half turkey baked with Swiss.
you got to write that.
And
down.
I want,
Yeah, I'd be like,
I
write it
want
down.
lettuce and onion and pickle, no green pepper and no black olives. Make sure they don't mix them up because I'm allergic to it. And I want Olive oil. I want olive oil, but no vinegar, and salt, but no pepper. There's always one guy that does that.
Yeah, he's particular.
Yeah.
That's not me. Now, what about this?
Hedonism.
Jon Glaser is particular. I don't know if he'd order a Subway like that, but he surely knows how to blend.
He does. Jon
He's
Glaser.
a blender.
There's a 2-part interview, matter of fact, that Mark Gillespie did with Jon Glaser. That's excellent on YouTube.
Phenomenal.
And Jon Glaser goes in. Hedonism is the blended Scotch that started it all for Jon Glaser and for Cambus Box.
Right. Yeah. If you watch, he literally had bottles in his backpack and was just going from,
bar to bar,
saying, "Hey, you want to buy a bottle of this?"
Yeah. Well, letting the bartenders and the managers try it and stuff, and that's grown into Cambus Box. But Hedonism is the one that started it all. It is a blended grain Scotch whiskey.
Aged in a first fill American oak. So, and I've got to tell you, we can't do credit to that interview by Mark.
No.
But Jon Glaser talks about how it's the key is really in the casks that you source, and using grain, different malted grain alcohol. He basically says, hey, if you've sourced a great cask of grain alcohol, you can still make a beautiful end product with it. And boy, does he here.
Mm-hmm. Now, what you'll see is we've started. This bottle's been opened. Me and Bart are moving up, as I say, or we graduated. We have sat down with this and spent some time with it.
We did do that.
We wanted to spend more time with the scotches or the whiskeys that we're tasting and get to know them a little bit better and give a more honest review.
Can we mention the bling here that we've got with our water dropper?
This is dilution control.
Yeah.
SipDark.com is selling these. This is made by Angels Share Glass in Scotland. It's a hand-blown dropper. This set comes with an actual stave from a cask and a wee Glencairn for your water, and it allows you basically to add a drop of water at a time to your scotch to dilute it.
Very
and it
controlled.
works. It's very controlled. It works great.
It's also super fancy. I had a couple buddies come over. I broke this out, and they were like, it was almost like Cousin Shane. They were like, la dee da, you got a special dropper. Now here's the deal. I asked Bruno for something like this because if you go back a couple episodes, I don't remember which one, we were just like dumping water all over the place, and we couldn't really get a fine amount of water into the scotch that we were drinking. So we wanted to get something like that, and he went out and found this, and it's just a great. It's kind of a visual.
I had seen him on Twitter, Sip Dark, tweeting about them and people using them and stuff. So I thought, and I knew that. I was like, I'm going to order one of those and give it a try.
Now, by also spending a little bit more time with the scotch, we'll be able to, you may see me look over once in a while just to make sure they haven't changed. But
we've taken notes. We've sat down with it. Now, I will tell you the first night we got together with this, I did not like it as well as I have the second and third time. Maybe my taste buds were off. But since I have found this to be a delicious, smooth, creamy.
Right. For me, it had just the nose. I had vanilla notes, and it was very, very sweet. And I'm still getting that here.
Yes. So, a citrus, a vanilla. The first night that we did it, it did open up my sinuses. There was a little bit of an alcohol burn that came off of it.
I noted a little bit of molasses, and that's just that sweetness. I almost get a floralness with it now, too. But it's got a real nice, sweet nose to it.
A sweet sugar I have.
Yeah.
That I noted.
And I pick up that vanilla note mixed on in there.
And also it doesn't come through in the taste, but I got kind of a varnish or a hairspray nose to it. Just on the nose. There's nothing in the taste that comes from that. A very slight oak. I got apricot and brown sugar. I get a very smooth vanilla cream taste with it as well.
Yeah, I get a coconut kind of opening taste, And then it definitely moves in. I get a little bit of that, maybe a toffee. And then you're right, it kind of feathers out into a cream. I kind of get a creamy mouthfeel.
Very much.
It lingers for about 20 seconds, and that's where I get that almost a buttery toffee cream to it. And it's a real nice, that little featherly move, that 20-second move after it's in your mouth and you've swallowed, is where I get that buttery cream, coinciding with a real nice coating mouthfeel.
I did add, the first time I didn't think I added enough water to it and added a little bit more, and it actually diluted it too much. So the first original splash of water was enough to
What are you getting
make
here?
it palatable. Same as just that vanilla cream, a light fruit.
I get a little complexity in here that I almost feel like I can't name. And that's why one reason we even started, Bruno actually gave me a call and said, hey, I want to spend a little bit more time with these. We do the big open and the reveal, and it's our first impressions, and those are good. But I told him I agree 100%. Let's, you've literally got a work of art in the scotches and the whiskeys that we're trying. And I couldn't agree more. So we're going to continue spending a little bit more time with these scotches as we go through, and then you'll still get our impressions as we try them right now and see if they change. But this one stayed very consistent. That creamy, buttery aftertaste is just, it's very unique, very nice grain scotch.
What you're going to, brand new also, you're going to start see us giving
We're going to give a malt mark.
a malt score.
Yeah. So, what was yours on this one, Bruno? I think you'd originally,
Originally on the first tasting, I gave it an 87. It was okay, it was good, and I didn't know there's a lot of hype with the Hedonism, and it's a pricier bottle of the Scotch as well. I think it was $110.
Okay.
$110 for it, but after first one I was thinking an 87. I bumped it up to a 89.
All right, I don't have the fancy little deal written on my deal, but mine is an 88. So we're actually very close. Yeah. That buttery cream is just the surprising point of this Scotch for me, in that coconut opening. So now, you would not want to go through a drive-thru and order this. This is something that I think they would mess it up over the speaker. Yeah, I'd like a Scotch grain whiskey with coconut and a buttery cream feel.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, you want Talisker? Is that Talisker? And you just
If you
order,
could do that in the drive-thru
Talisker.
though, and you come up and you order it, give me a nice apple pear citrusy Scotch with a slight hint of peat and a dark caramel finish.
Since they don't have that yet, you just need to watch more of us. Okay, you watch us, and then you don't need to worry about that. Maybe someday you'll have like artificial intelligence, Scotch test geniuses. We can just patent that right now, and you just say what you want, and it'll pop out like, boom, here's some hedonism. You're gonna enjoy it, and it'll be spot on. In the meantime, keep tuning in to us. You'll find out about Subway drive-thrus and a little bit of hedonism, not the Jamaican kind. All right, Scotch Test Dummies. See you guys later.
Cilantro.
Cilantro Dummies.
Dummies.
Scotch Gods has been the thing I've been saying.